Hi, this is Bill, and this is going to be an experiment that I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to be comparing the newer Trackstar TS-915 servo with their older 1258 servo. They're both low-profile servos, and this is the box that the servo came in. It came in a nice clear box. They used to do the tin boxes with the old series, and now they have a nice plastic case with the bag of different servo horn sizes and some screw mounting hardware and a little foam. I went ahead and took the liberty of installing the 915 servo over here on the left. It is a solid aluminum case servo with aluminum mounting tabs on the top. They're perfectly flush. There are no recessed or raised sizing on there, so make it really easy to mount. The only plastic on it is on the bottom of the case, as opposed to the older 1258 servo on the right. It does have an aluminum casing on the side, but it has plastic mounting tabs on the top and plastic on the bottom. The main differences between the two servos, besides the aluminum enclosure, is that the older servo is rated to handle up to 6 volts. The newer 915 servo can handle up to 7.4 nominal. I'm actually going to test 8.4 volts on this here in a little bit. So this is an HV servo, and the servo on the right, the 1251 servo, is rated to handle 0.09 seconds per 60-degree swing, and then the 915 servo on the left is rated to go a little bit slower at 0.10 at the same voltage. But if you run this one at high voltage, then it's rated to handle at 0.08. So I'm going to go ahead and experiment those two different voltage settings. The stall torque is comparable to both. I'll be testing that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and begin some testing here with a speed test and just kind of see how it plays out. I've got a speed control here that has a 6-volt BEC going out, and I'm using the standard BEC for both servos, using a Y harness setup. And then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do some speed test, and both servos are pretty comparable in speed as far as I can tell. And so now what I'd like to do is I'm going to put some weight on each of the servos, and before I do that, I'm going to take some temperature readings here. The servo on the left is measuring 80 degrees right now. Servo on the right is measuring 79.8 degrees. One more. Oh no, now 79.9. So they're both about the same temperature reading for both servos. And what I'm going to do here is I've got two of these 2.5 pound weights tethered on a wire, so it's 5 pounds of weight, and I'm going to put them on 1 inch off the center, so that way that comes out to 80 inch ounces of torque that I'll be applying. And one thing I wanted to note is that the servo on the left is also a brushless servo, so if I put a little pressure on here, listen to it, you could hear a little bit of a little grinding there. This one is not a brushless servo, so it's a little bit louder. I'm assuming. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put 5 pounds tethered on here. I'm going to go ahead and put the same equivalent 5 pounds on the servo on the right as well. And we'll go ahead and do the servo on the left doesn't even want to do it at all, but the servo on the right can lift the 5 pounds without a problem. I'm going to go ahead and ease the stress on these for now. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to put high voltage for the servo on the left and see if it makes any improvement. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from the 6-volt BEC, and I'm going to go into this bypass switch here, which is going to pulling 8.4 volts from the balance port on my 2-cell LiPo pack, and then I'm going to bypass the BEC and then plug this servo extension in, and that now gives high voltage to the servo on the left. And the servo on the left still can't load it. If I do load assist, yeah, the 915 servo on the left just cannot lift it at all. If I put my hand over here and I give it support, it goes up. But under load, even under high voltage, the 915 servo just doesn't compare to the 1251. Go ahead. So as far as speed is concerned, I think that the 915's there, but as far as torque is concerned, it looks like the 1251's gonna win out. Let me go ahead and do some more temperature readings here and see what we've got. The 915 rose up to 95 degrees, and the 1251 is still at a nice cool 90 degrees. So even with all that extra load, oh, I'm sorry, 94.6. So they're both about the same temperature. Yeah, 94.6 and 95.4. So they're both they both seem to be equally as efficient on temperature as far as that's concerned. But I think for me, I'm probably going to go ahead and stick with these 1251 servos. I seem to be favoring that more. Thanks for watching.